Hello, everyone. Welcome back into another episode of Sports Talk Chicago. Right here, I'm Joey Christopoulos, filling in for John Zaglul. Thank you so much for tuning in. It is a Bears schedule prediction show coming up. The Bears schedule, it has been released. A lot to talk about. It's the summertime, so we're going to give our first blush thoughts on that. First, we want to thank everyone for tuning in, whether it is on YouTube, comment and question below, or whether it is one of our wonderful radio affiliates. Listen to us all across the great state of Illinois, whether it's 98.3 The Life, WKAN, W55 The Ticket, ACTV, JED TV, WJOB, Cities 92.9 Talk FM, or 101.1 Peoria Sports Radio. Thank you so much for tuning in. So happy to be filling in for John again. Again, we're going to be talking Bears schedule. We're going to do some wins, some losses, break it down, look at some of these matchups, and then think about them for the rest of the summer. And then towards the very end, I'm definitely going to sneak in some Chicago Cubs talk. If you have an opportunity, please follow us at Sports Talk Chicago, wherever you get your socials, whether it is on Facebook, whether it is on Twitter, whether it is on Instagram, or if you're watching this video on YouTube right now, please subscribe or drop a comment below. Thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. I'm really excited to be here. Guys, if you haven't noticed, you've been following the show before, my background, she be different. I'm not in the place that I've been hosting for the last 5 years. That's right. I moved back to a little place called the great state of Illinois. That's right. I just moved to Evanston about a week ago. I'm so happy to be back home. Don't tell my wife, but maybe 15% of it has to do with Caleb Williams being a Chicago Bears quarterback. But no, we love our family. We love moving back here, and we're so excited. Not so excited about moving. If you've ever moved recently or in the past, it's kind of like the anti-Thanksgiving. You already know the stuff that you have. You already know what's in the box. You have to open it up. You have to put it somewhere, and then you have to throw it out. There's really no surprise to it. There's really not a lot of fun to it. So I've been working through that process. Poll question for the week. What we're going to do this week for a comment and question below on YouTube, or if you're listening to us right now with our wonderful radio affiliates, hop on YouTube afterwards when you get home, when you're done driving safely, and drop down and answer this question. The question for the episode that I want everyone to weigh in on is, it's a Caleb Williams question. A lot of people are talking about Bears rookie records. A lot of people starting to make prognostications, and I know it's the summer. We want to get a little fancy about it. We want to get ahead of ourselves, and I'm feeling frisky too. So my question for the audience today is, drop it below. How many touchdowns, passing touchdowns, will Caleb Williams throw this season? As we all know, the Bears franchise record is 29. Does he get a 3 in front of that number? Get crazy with me. Does he get a 4 in front of that number? And hey, if you want to get even crazier and drop a 1 or a 2 because you think Tyson Bagent should be the starter and will be the starter by season's end, go for it, because it's the summertime right now, and I'm going to go easy on everybody with that one, so have fun with it. Maybe when the season happens, we'll change our mind. But I haven't been on in a little while, so I'm excited to catch up. I mean, just really quick, with the NFL draft, wasn't that fun? Wasn't that a blast? I'm so happy that the whole thing is over and we can just move forward right now, and everyone can just get involved with doing some of this, a little bit of the bear claw. The NFL draft, it was so much fun. It was such a rare occurrence where not only did they take Caleb Williams number 1 overall, Chicago Bears fans rejoice, but also at number 9, they did something that I think Chicago Bears fans, we like to fashion ourselves as being pretty knowledgeable about knowing the game a little bit. And every single year, whoever it is in the GM seat seems to constantly disappoint us by taking somebody that isn't necessarily on our board, and they end up taking somebody else. Cough, cough, guys like Kyle Fuller. I mean, even, a couple of years ago, I was criticizing the Jaquan Brisker pick because George Pickens was still on the board. But who am I to say? But you know what? The Chicago Bears and Bears fans, we are aligned right now. They took Roman Dunze, another weapon for Caleb Williams. They get Keenan Allen. It's a wealth of riches going on with the Chicago Bears, and Caleb Williams is set up for some huge success. And look, I'm asking myself the same questions maybe some Bears fans that are skeptical of Caleb Williams right now are thinking of, let's just see it, or maybe you want the kid to prove it a little bit. And I think that's completely fine. That's completely fair. I have high hopes, right? But that's who I am as a Bears supporter, as a Bears fan, as a Bears analyst. I'll be honest with you, when they took Mitch Trubisky, when they moved up to number 2, I thought they were taking Deshaun Watson. I did not, and I think many people did not think that Patrick Mahomes was even in that conversation, even though some people with the Bears brass, including Josh Lucas, will say otherwise, that Patrick Mahomes was certainly a consideration. But when they took Mitch Trubisky, I scratched my head like everyone else, but guess what I did? I spent the next couple of months wrapping my head around ways where the Chicago Bears can win football games with Mitch Trubisky. And at times, Mitch Trubisky flashed enough competence where the Chicago Bears were able to make the playoffs, were able to be a competitive team. Was he able to take that next step? No, he was not. And he was out the door in a couple of years. Move on to Justin Fields. When they traded up to take Justin Fields, I'll be honest with you, I was just kind of secretly hoping they weren't taking Mac Jones. I wasn't overly excited they were taking Justin Fields. I was just praying to God they did not take Mac Jones. Sure enough, they did take Justin Fields. And much like Mitch Trubisky, the only difference is the wins and losses due to the state of the franchise at the time. Justin Fields, at times, played really well. I think Justin Fields at times had the tantalizing talent to move on and become a good quarterback, but it didn't happen. And what is the recurring theme that continues to happen with Chicago Bears fans and the relationship with the quarterback? Even go back to Jay Cutler. What I want from Caleb Williams, eventually he'll get there. It's his rookie season. What I want from Caleb Williams is just consistency. Is that boring? Is that bland? Well, maybe it's something that the Chicago Bears fans deserve for the first time in a very, very long time. It's just a guy who's consistent. Week in, week out, not good Rex, not bad Rex, not smoking Jay, not throwing interceptions Jay, not those crazy moments where Mitch Trubisky would have a meltdown, or those moments when Justin Fields looks like he was getting it together and then the very next week he can't see the field. We just want consistency. And I think Caleb Williams has a good shot at it. But I will caution Bears fans also that I know we're going to get really excited. We're going to break down the schedule here. I'm going to get really excited about games they could possibly win, get ahead of my skis. But there are going to be moments when Caleb Williams is going to surprise us on the good side and the negative side. I hope it's more good than it is bad. But, you know, when a rookie quarterback comes into the league, he is going to surprise you with some clunkers. He's going to surprise you with a few eggs along the way. But in the end, I'm hoping by season's end and hopefully moving into year two, by the end of year one, hopefully we're incredibly excited. Hopefully we're fighting for a wild card berth or a playoff berth. Hopefully we play in a playoff game. But in the end of the day, wins and losses, numbers, touchdowns, whatever it is, all I really want from Caleb Williams is consistency. So drop that comment below if you're watching on YouTube right now, or when you get home, if you're listening on the radio right now. How many passing touchdowns will Caleb Williams throw for this year? Will he have a 3 in front of it? Will he set a franchise record? And we're all curious to see, you know, what it's going to look like. I mean, we're all going goo goo and gaga right now for all the different videos right now of rookie minicamp of him completing 3 passes in a row to guys in shorts. It's cool right now. He's an incredibly interesting personality. I'm rooting for him. He's incredibly talented. The ball looks great coming out of his hands. But again, we won't really know until September comes around. And when September comes around, all I really want from Caleb Williams is consistency.